Welcome to the programme today. Now, if you're going to be in Northampton Town Centre next week on the 26th, late morning, perhaps make sure that you've got the camera on your phone ready to go. Perhaps have a camera with you because you might see some unexpected characters in the centre of town. There is a reason why they are going to be around. There's an organisation called the Omega Imperials, which is going to be doing a cosplay charity aid walk to support the work of the British Heart Foundation. And it is going to be happening in the centre of the county town. James Morris started that local cosplay group called the Omega Imperials, and he joins me on the phone to talk about it this morning. James, good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, and good morning to you.
I suppose the first question has got to be, James, what is cosplay all about? I've heard the term, but I don't actually understand what it means.
Well, cosplay is basically when you dress up as your favourite character from any sort of television, film or comic book series. For example, Captain America, Wonder Woman, Batman, and so on.
And you do this in the full glare of the general public, or is this just something you do behind closed curtains at home?
It's a combination of doing it at fun events and sci-fi and comic book conventions as well.
Now, I've seen some pictures of this because Comic-Con is something that comes to the Milton Keynes Shopping Centre, or has done in previous years, and it's incredibly popular, and people just want to get involved, and cosplay is a great way to do it, yeah?
It's a brilliant way to do it, because the amount of detail some people can put onto their costumes is amazing. Some people will spend a couple of weeks, whereas some people could spend years in perfecting their cosplay making skills.
Good heavens. So is this amateur dramatics without the scripts in that case?
I think you could call it that, yes. It is definitely that, and it definitely brings a smile and a laugh to people's faces when they see a random person in a strange costume just waddling down the street.
You can use the term waddling if you like. Why Omega Imperials, by the way?
Well, I started the group back in January with the purpose of going to local events and doing local fundraisers, because I couldn't find anything like that did anything like that in the area. And I was decided to do some bits for Billing Aquadrome originally, but unfortunately, due to the current status of the coronavirus, most of my events for the start of the year were cancelled or put on hold.
Yeah, I can understand that being difficult, and for very obvious reasons. But why Omega Imperials?
Well, the name Omega Imperials originally came from one of the characters I had already created for one of my other groups I was part of. And the name Omega kind of stuck, and I thought Omega Imperials sounded more like a very good style of a group name.
Now, I asked the question Imperials because you're going to be dressing as a particular kind of character on the 26th, next week, in Abington Street. So who are you going to be and what are you going to look like?
Well, I'm going to be dressed up as a Star Wars-style bounty hunter. So anyone who knows Star Wars, if you recognise the Boba Fett character, I'm going to be in a similar costume to him, but the costume is going to be in red and yellow.
Okay, so it's your own take on Boba Fett from Star Wars in that case. How long does it take to create the costumes? Because obviously you want to pay tribute to the characters themselves. So you want to make sure that the costumes and the outfits look as close to the characters as you possibly can. That must take a lot of work and time.
It does, and admittingly my level of cosplay making isn't up to that sort of standard, unlike some people, but it is, as I said, it is amazing just how long people can spend trying to make their costume look identical to something you see in the films.
What do people say when they see you dressed up and presumably in character, James?
Well, the first question you always get asked, can I have a photograph, or is it hot in there?
And are you allowed to answer? I mean, do you have to sound like Boba Fett in tribute to the character?
Yes, sometimes I can. If people are asking for a photo, or if I can get someone lying on the ground and pretend like going to tie them up and capture them and take them away.
Now, you're raising funds for the British Heart Foundation. It's Saturday of next week. You start at 11. How many of you are going to be dressing up?
Well, at present, there may only be around about 2 of us at the moment, again, mainly due to the virus. Mm-hmm. But even if it changes, I do have 1 or 2 friends with me who will be also photographing and recording the event for our Facebook and YouTube pages.
Do you have people who sort of protect you, shall we say, in case somebody... I mean, I only ask the question because, of course, every once in a while we get Pudsey Bear who turns up for children in need, and we are very, very careful with Pudsey. You know, he's a very, very well-known character. We want to make sure that he's safe and so on. Does the same apply to you, or do you just boldly go, as it were?
Sometimes you can't. If you're going to like a convention, you tend to just boldly go because you know that loads of people are there for the same thing. But then when it's something like this in the town centre, it's normally best to go with someone with you as well who can help be like a spotter, as it were.
Yeah. I can well believe that being the case. All right, so it's late morning, Saturday of next weekend. You're raising money for the British Heart Foundation. How are you going to be doing that? Are you rattling the tin, or do you want people to sponsor you online, or what?
Well, we're actually going to be doing it online via the website justgiving.com. And the reason why I chose the British Heart Foundation was actually a bit of a personal reason to me, because my mother, a couple of years ago, had a heart attack just before Christmas, and she had to have open heart surgery, and it was quite complex between the heart attack and the surgery. Mm-hmm. And I do genuinely believe that without the amount of work that the British Heart Foundation do, then my mother wouldn't be with us today.
And we're delighted that she is. I can understand your motivations. So it's justgiving.com. And what page should we look for? Omega Imperials?
Well, the website is justgiving.com/fundraising/Omega-Imperials-BHF.
BHF. Excellent. James, all the very best. I hope that people are appreciative, and I hope that they are giving, because the British Heart Foundation is a wonderful organisation. Good on you for doing what you're doing. I hope the weather stays kind, because Boba Fett in the rain is not the same as Boba Fett in the blazing hot sunshine, although I suspect maybe you'd rather not have blazing hot sunshine if you got your head in what sometimes looks like a bit of a tin can.
The joke being around, let's say, Star Wars characters is you're wearing a bucket on your head.
If you have like-minded cosplay individuals that want to join Omega Imperials, is Facebook the best place to look for you so that they can join up as well?
Yep, we have a Facebook page which is open to anyone who'd like to join. We are also on Twitter. We also have a YouTube page. Admittingly, there is not much on there at present, but with the more we go, then the more content we hope to add on at a later date.
And you only started in January of this year, and then the lockdown happened, so there's a very good reason why there isn't perhaps that much on YouTube, but give it time, and there will be some. Good luck for Saturday next week. Lovely to talk to you. Good luck with the costume between now and then. Nice to talk to you.
Thank you very, very much.
I nearly said, may the force be with you, but I thought, no, that'd be a bit trite, really. James Morris, what a lovely story.